Alrighty. Well, that was a bit of a headache to start the year. Okay, let's get it going. G'day, legends. TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another legendary NRL live stream reaction here. Another preseason live stream reaction. Been a while since we've done any content here on the channel. It's been a good long break, so great to finally be back. Better late than never. We wanted to go live 10 minutes before kickoff, but the thing wanted to be a silly bugger, so instead we're going to go live now instead, legends. Good to have you all here. I hope you're having an amazing day. It's actually a relief to finally be back somewhat. We are back while she edits, roly-poly power, and of course, better back for another year. Heck yeah, legend. I don't think that's how you spell another, but close enough to it, man. I am happy with that. No stress whatsoever between us there. Legends here. Not too long till kickoff now, due to kick off in about a minute. In terms of teams for the Dolphins, we have Jake Averillo lining up at fullback here for the side with Jermaine Asako and Tavita Nafoa on the wings. Brian P. and Selwyn Cobbo are your centers, with the halves being Bradley Schneider and Isaiah Katoa. The forwards today are Francis Molo, Tom Gilbert, Canelo Lemuele, Oren Keeley, and Morgan Knowles, with our hooker being John Finnegalfo. As for the bench, it is Felice Kafusi, Thomas Flegler finally back after a long-term injury, Matthew Milson, and Toby Batten. As for the Gold Coast Titans, it is Jalen de Groot with Fermani and Jensen Tomoapia on the wings. Max Bianchi and Sonny Karma are the centers. Lachlan Ilias gets his first time to shine in the Gold Coast Titans colours, with Zane Harrison in the halfback role. Fodder Waker and Claire Haas are the props, with Luke Somerton from the Panthers at hooker. Ama Ho and Adam Christensen in the second row, and Cooper Bye, one of my favourites to watch at lock. Verrills, Morin Simpkins, and blank name that I think's Pickering line up the rest of the bench there today. Legends here. Lachlan Ilias, the 5'8" today, sets us up as we begin kickoff officially now on the channel. First half is underway. Yo, what's up, TJC? What's up, Rinakama season? Good to have you in the chat, mate. Everything is up as soon as the content starts, eh, mate? Better than just waiting around all bored and stuff, you know? And for my case, personally, as a para fan, you know, having to deal with all that news on He Who Shall Not Be Named. He'll know that if he's as much of a Harry Potter fan as he says he is. Jason Reeder says, evening, legends. Evening, Jason. Good to see you, man. Over through the middle here, the Dolphins running forward onto third tackle now. Looking both ways, the young Dolphins hooker, he finds his way over to his supporting prop there. Gilbert will rush forward with speed, the former North Queensland Cowboy, flying to the ground on the 40. For those who are just listening to me and aren't actually watching the game, which is understandable, I mean, who likes games that are just stuck on subscription services? Am I right, legends, or am I right? The Gold Coast Titans are defending on the right and attacking to the left, and the Dolphins are defending on the left, attacking to the right. As the Titans get the ball here, they'll take second tackle on their 10-meter zone here. Change my profile picture. Did you really, Jason Reeder? It looks very similar. Did you do a different angle, like a chest angle? Oh, and the Titans with the number. It's going to be the Dragons ball here. Mr. Ilias, unfortunately, not getting the best start to his Gold Coast Titans journey there. And now here come the Dolphins on the left side here with pressure on them. Liam Pritchard in the chat says, Tyler, did you know I went to the Parramatta Eels band day? I did not, Liam, but I hope you enjoyed it. Man, I really do hope you enjoyed it. I love the fan days for the Parramatta Eels. I love NRL in general as well, though, right? And this is a great little derby here between these two. Piercing forward here, it's the young lock Morgan Knowles. He impressed me in the Ashes just this time last year. A couple bits of form he's capable of. Big young lock. Probably one of the only good parts about England in the Ashes, to be honest with you. When I was watching this guy, I just knew he was going to be a good addition for the Dolphins, and he nearly cracked it open with a huge play there, nearly scoring the try, just not quite able to get up for it here. I'm wearing the new 2026 Roosters jersey. Oh, that's the difference, Jason Reeder. Well, that's awesome, man. All right, good for you. I'm happy for you there, legend. Glad to hear that you have it rocking and like getting funky there. And the Titans with speed after managing to defend there unfortunate for them because on another day, that's a try for the Dolphins. Round the middle here, Gold Coast, the blue and ocean yellow moving forward here. Like a sunset breeze. Somerton was unfortunately behind a lot of quality hookers at the Penrith Panthers, hoping to get a chance today here. I believe that it was the new coach, Josh Hannay, who actually said something about this. He's pretty set on a combo of AJ Brimson at 5'8", Jaden Campbell at the halfback position, and, of course, Sam Verrills at hooker. But those players can change depending on who performs in these trials. So every chance for players like young Somerton. Over to the right here, and it's Cooper Bai, one of our most exciting prospects in rugby league here, rushing forward there with intent. He gets going with it here, and now held on the 10-meter line of the Dolphins, and one more tackle left in this set here. Lachlan Ilias with the kick here. Great kicking ability he has. Over to the right. There's an opening here, but he's going to be a hog. Is it 6 again, potentially? Did the Dolphins touch it? That seems to be what the young Titans player for. And instead, it's just going to go straight to the Dolphins in a very anticlimactic end. And the referee's going to call the Dolphins back on first play. On very first play. That's right, legends. And you got to give him credit for the effort here. Down the middle to the 15. Dolphins find their way to the left side now. Just moving with legs here. Will it be fins up or fins down in this game from the side? Who you got to win today, says Reno Karma Season. Personally, legend, looking at the two lineups, I wrote it down somewhere because I knew I wasn't going to possibly be able to memorize the lineups. I know I put down who I thought the winners were going to be in my tips. Yeah, but I went with the Dolphins 1-12 personally, legend. But it wouldn't shock me if the Titans pulled something out. I just feel like the Dolphins have got too much in the bag based on the lineups. But I don't know how the Titans system, how their system works in the juniors. I'm much more familiar with like Parramatta's. So, of course, I'm not going to know for certain, right? It could be very different. It could certainly prove to be a very different set of events for them. It could be much better. They could have the best junior competition and I wouldn't know. Gold Coast Titans on the 10-meter line now on their own side now here. We've had 6 minutes gone by in the game so far here. Titans with speed. They've finally put the batteries into the controller here. And on the third tackle, they find Fodawaker, Queensland representative. Almost around here. It's been quite a long off-season for the Gold Coast Titans. Not only have they been dealing with the contracts of both Tino and Cooper Bai. Thank goodness that's wrapped up, by the way. Cooper Bai playing tonight. But also on top of that, they had to bring in a new coach, a new set of ways, and that's never an easy job for anybody. As a high kick here is put over to the Dolphins, taking the first tackle, it's never an easy job for anybody on any stage. Just look at Riles. It took him at least, 5 games to really get things going. Should expect the same for Hannay probably this season, unless, he's an absolute miracle worker. I do think Josh Hannay is one of the future stars in terms of coaches in our game personally. Just the way he talks, it just sounds so Riles, as who I also think is another one of the best in the game coming up. And over to the right here. Here we go. This is a breakaway coming up. Avarillo will keep the ball instead of passing. And they're held behind the halfway line. Katoa finds his way over to the left here. And Molo's just going to have to take the tackle before going to the ground here. Now, legend. And Mel is in the chat. Welcome to the stream, Mel. Yes, I'm alive to tell the story. Let's go! Evening, legends. Welcome to 2026. Hello, Tyler. Lovely to see you. So lovely to see you too. I bet you wish it was Para Warriors, but this will have to do, right? Dolphins and the Titans. I think you said you supported Titans at one point, actually, Mel. So I guess it works in a way poetically. Good to have you here, though, legend. Always great when we see reoccurring members on the channel, especially one of our favorite mods. Liam Pritchard says Jonah Pezza is playing for the Parramatta Eels this year. Yep, for a single year, legend. And he's actually doing really good in training from what I hear. So get ready. Could be a big year ahead for him. And Cooper Bai takes the tackle on the halfway line here. Just 2 tackles left. If I'm the Titans, I'm looking to make a big run in this set. Ilias gets the short pass off. Another position that's got a lot of people fighting for it in the team is the second row position. Adam Christensen takes the tackle there. Could he be one of the players to win it? And Averillo in the air with very little to rival him there and taken down on the ground. Asako now through the middle. People forget Jermaine Asako did play for the Titans. It wasn't the most glamorous period for him. It wasn't, tip-top shape, 10 out of 10, unrivaled stuff. 11 games, 3 tries. It was kind of average. But then after that, he went on to play quite possibly one of the best ever seasons by a winger for a team in their inaugural season. So really, it's just lose for Titans there, it wasn't all. To be fair though, in Hane's defense, he was nowhere near joining the Titans at that point. Bobble says hello Bobble, welcome to the stream, mate. Good to have you here. I did, but I also love the Finns. Well, then this is a nice little game for you, isn't it, between the two codes? Josh Hane watching with intent there in the coaching box here. Technically, this is the first time we've seen him in this kind of role for them. And through the middle. The first proper time, though, of course, will come round 1. This doesn't fully count, but it's good enough. Into the middle here now. Just rushing forward here. Kless Haas. He's bulked up this year, hasn't he? He doesn't look nearly as skinny as he did before here. And just fending them off now. The halfback there, Zane Harrison, a player fighting for a spot in the Titans team come round 1. And in and around here, by the way, legends, apology for the background and things. There's been a few mix-ups, mess-ups, and all that stuff, but we'll be right back at normal for the other streams and that. Don't you worry about it. And the Gold Coast Titans with the ball on the ground. Zane Harrison to Ilias. The halves link up. That is a beautiful pass from Ilias. However, the Titans can't do anything. Or can they? Grub through the line, and it's a try! Lachlan Ilias gets the first of the year for the Titans. Sit down, Kyle Flanagan, he says. Couldn't crack it in the NRL, supposedly. Well, look at that. And I will be astonished if that man is not in the Titans starting 13 come round 1. Lachlan Ilias, been a rough 2 years for the kid. Leaves his boyhood club Souths to join the Dragons, where no matter how good he played, he just couldn't crack it in. Moves to the Titans and gets to show his abilities outside of the New South Wales Cup, which, let's face it, only the diehard fans are watching. And Rinakaba does what we should all be doing and puts him straight into his super coach team. Lachlan Ilias. Let's also give a quick shout out to the number 5 there for the Titans, because without his efforts with that grubber kick, nothing comes of this. He made something from nothing. Jensen Tonoma Pia. And I give that at least a 6, maybe 7 out of 10. Good stuff. Liam Pritchard says Tyler Dylan Brown is playing for the Knights against the Bulldogs on Saturday. He is legend, and we're going to be streaming that on the channel. You can talk all about it, man. It's going to be interesting. Dylan Brown will forever be one of my favorite players of all time for personal reasons, but also his playing ability is just great. Personally, for me, he's one of those players where even though he did leave, he will never not be an eel to me. I hope he does well at the Knights, personally. And it is no goal. It is just going to be 4-0. Nothing more, nothing less. The Gold Coast Titans, the away team, with the lead for now. I say for now because you never know. Gold Coast Titans putting me to bed. I said Dolphins win this. And they go, ha, what did you say, little boy? And completely prove me wrong. I am donezo with my predictioning. Who am I kidding? No, I'm not. If it weren't for other obligations, there would have been a predictions video out this week. We're returning prediction videos for the actual season, by the way. For those who missed those, don't worry. They will be coming back. Gold Coast Titans through the middle now. What the heck's going on here? Huh. Those bastards. Okay. Damn. All right, then, whatever. Fine. Wisely and put down by Avarillo. Over to the right here. The Gold Coast Titans still moving with it, legends. The Gold Coast Titans still moving with it. Where you at, Tyler? I don't know where I'm at, legend. I don't know where I'm at. My thing did a bleep bleep, and then my thing did a bleep bleep, and then my camera disappeared. TJC's gone missing for now. We'll see if we can fix that at halftime. Okay, so yeah, little weird voice talking bubble Tyler for now. For now, legends. All right, for now, little voice talking bubble Tyler or TJC. It's 4-0 Gold Coast Titans nearly with the try. Unable to break through. And no, wait, Gold Coast! Did he get that one down there? Yes, laugh at the bubble, Mel. Laugh at the bubble. It's a try for the Titans again there. Bubble TJC approves. He puts his body on the line in front there. And the Gold Coast Titans, number 8 and captain, Milwaukee Fodawaker, has himself a wonderful, wonderful try there. He doesn't get too many of them. If only you could see my face right now. And he gets the try to make them go back-to-back there. Puts it up with a high ball to make it 8-0. And the Titans will be going back-to-back with this one. Absolutely wonderful there. Milwaukee Fodawaker, he gets the service from his supporting fullback there, actually, not Luke Somerton, and just flies on over simply for a brilliant, brilliant try there. Tyler, who have you got winning the NRL Premiership in 2026? In 2026, legend? Well, obviously, Power, man. Don't know what to tell you. Obviously, the Eels are winning the comp in 2026. Obviously. Very clearly. We're the best of the best, and we're going to make it happen. And here they come. Kicking it through the middle now, the Titans to make it. And there we go. It is 10-0 to the Gold Coast Titans. Just showing what they've been working on in the off-season. Brilliant stuff from the Sea Blue and Yellow. It was a very simple try. Honestly, not too much to talk about with it. There wasn't really... Like, the Dolphins' defense lacked a little, and the Titans just used a big force through. It felt like they were almost sleeping a little. It's not like they weren't numbers. They just kind of shut down a little bit in the brain, the noggin, and got a flogging. Brilliant stuff from the big prop there. Apparently, he was the only St. Helens former player to make this dream team for the Super League. Okay, then that's an interesting fact for you at home about our boy there, Fodawaker. And it's an instant penalty for the Titans. It is an instant penalty for the Gold Coast Titans. Are you actually serious, legends? An instant penalty for the Titans. What are the Dolphins doing? What are you doing, Dolphins? This is my first tip of the year, and you're gonna get flogged. What the heck, guys? Not cool. Not cool. Not cool at all, actually. It's a joke. An absolute joke. Wolves will win 5 games in a row in the Premier League before Para wins the comp. We'll see, mate, because Man United's winning the comp next year too. Delusional. Now to the right here, it's a good pass from Jalen DeGroot. He finds his supporting center there. They have speed on this one. Back round. Over to the left here, Harrison. They keep moving with it. Speed now as Kless collects the ball. And we got an opening for Jalen DeGroot on the left edge now. Jalen DeGroot. DeGroot held past the 10-meter line here. Ilias with a low kick. It's rolling. Schneider manages to collect it, and Schneider will go down in the goal line there for a goal line dropout. Good morning, KJC. Good morning, Rugby League history. Welcome to the stream, legend. Actually, it's more like good, not good night, but I guess Good time. Good. Welcome to the nighttime, legend, where I am technically. You can't see it because the camera's being a muppet for now, but we'll fix that at halftime, hopefully. If we can't, we can't. Legends. TJ seems to be rocking the bubble well. You guys don't seem to mind, so we'll figure it out from there, right? Whether we can or not. And we move on. The Gold Coast Titans. 25 metres out here after a goal line dropout. Through the middle here, Kless Haas just collects it neatly. Speaking of Kless Haas, Payne Haas recently signed with the South Sydney Rabbitohs almost out of nowhere. Thank God for that. I was getting sick of seeing Lomax comments. Now through the middle here. Probably a huge sighting there for the Bunnies too. Also, not only that, he's getting a name change as well, apparently. So, crazy stuff. Cooper Bye, the most exciting! Oh, ruined a great commentary moment there. Unable to break through. Now to the left, Ilias finds a center. Number 4 here, spinning around, grabbed by the hips because they don't lie. And we find Ilias with a step and a toe. They're going back to the left. There could be an obstruction here if they're not too careful. 5th tackle, and with a little bit of inexperience there, maybe he was just hoping for the best. Adam Christensen takes the tackle to the ground there, and he is out of there. It goes back over to the Dolphins here, who have held on from a full set on the 10. If Burton goes to NRL, you should buy a Matt Burton NFL jersey. Honestly, he might be my favorite NFL player ever if he does that, legend. Liam Pritchard says, Tyler, the Broncos are playing in the World Club Challenge next week. Yes, they are. We'll probably be streaming that, man. Hakeem Haas is a weapon. Absolutely, he is true blue, Adam. He is an absolute weapon. And now through the middle here. Honestly, probably one of the biggest weapons in our game in a long time, actually. Dolphins. Now through the middle here. Looking to improve on it. And Katoa will take the kick now. Katoa over to the right. And on the 10-meter line, Jalen DeGroot gets it here. Still at 10-0 lead for the Titans as we're nearly halfway through the first half here. Over through the middle. And so far, it hasn't exactly been the best performance from the Dolphins so far. Gold Coast Titans just have had that leg up on them for most of it here. Of course, legends, if you are enjoying the stream, as we always say, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. But, of course, it is not needed as we just enjoy making the content for you. Matty Burton isn't going anywhere, says True Blue Adam. Hopefully, for your sake, not, legend. Hopefully, for your sake, not. But g'day, True Blue Adam. Good to have you in the stream, man. And over to the right here, 53 meters gain, high kick in the air there. Plenty on this, and Avarillo manages to grab the ball. He gathers, and down he goes. There she blows. How will the Roosters go this year? How will the Roosters go this year, legend? Oh, wow. Well, I'll tell you now, they're not finishing down the bottom of the ladder. They're not finishing down the bottom. Not the bottom. Speaking of the bottom, Selwyn Cobbo there, down on the bottom of the 20-meter line. He's probably, no joke, the Roosters are probably at least in my top 5 to 4. For me, like, their lineup is just impossible not to have them there. If they fail to get there, they've let themselves down because they are 100% going to play finals because that's just the given, you know. They have to play finals with their lineup, okay? Like, I'm a huge firm person on, like, if your coach has brought you success, stand by them and things, but like, seriously, Robinson, you're past it if you can't get finals with that team. That team is the kind of team where I swear you can throw me in and I'll find a way to do it. I'm not even a coach. The best I did was like 2 weeks in high school studying it. Like, I do not know this stuff, but I would get them in there. That's what I'm saying. The Roosters have to. And over to the left now. Dolphins, could this be their first try of the game? It is. It is. I was worried there may have been a bubble there, but I don't think there was. Was there? Was there? It seems like the initial call might be that there was a bubble. He doesn't think he got it either. I thought there was a bit of a movement that maybe he kept it till at least to have it on the ground. We'll see. Tavita Nafua. Nah, he rolls it out. Knocked ball on. No try for the Dolphins in this one here. Would have been a huge moment for them, though. I do not want Matt Burton to leave. Personally, legend, I'd love him to leave and make Para's job a lot easier. Roosters will be top 4. Absolutely, legend. Absolutely. Absolutely, they will be. They gotta be. They gotta be. They just gotta be, right? I like it. Surely, surely they are. Like, if they're not, then that's just a joke, right? Like, come on. Oh, let's go. We fixed it. We fixed it. My face is back on screen. My glorious face. Oh, I've never been so happy to look at myself in the camera. Absolutely stunning stuff here. Come on, get me an agent already. Absolutely beautiful. 19 minutes and 15 seconds for those wondering left in this first half so far. Dolphins for bottom 8. Honestly, would not shock me. Liam Eves, I probably will have them there myself, honestly, with you, if I'm being straight up. I personally even would argue, by the way, legends, we are on a mini break here because that's what they do during the preseason. You know, they do that, they're little mini breaks. Personally, when I make my ladder prediction, I probably will have Titans in the bottom 8. That's the one thing I will spoil, legends, because it's relevant today. Yes, I probably will have Dolphins not in finals. I'm sorry, Dolphins fans. You can prove me wrong, but I'm probably going to have you in that 9th to 10th range. And that's me being that's me just being like looking at how competitive this year's going to be. And you can call me a hypocrite in the chat when I put Para in the 8 because I'm obviously going to do that. Yay, says Melissa. Yay. Gold Coast Titans hit us off again here finally. Down the left side here, they move with it over to the 40-meter line on their own edge here. Once again, I will remind you, legends, Titans going from right to left on your TV, Dolphins left to right, for you wondering how to envision this on yourselves, okay? And we keep moving. Doggies to finish 2nd or 3rd. Okay, True Blue Adam, okay. I might go to Melbourne to see my NFL team play. Really, legend? If you do, enjoy, man. Enjoy, seriously. I really hope you have a fun time with that. Should go to Storm Para because we're breaking their round 1 thing. Dolphins now being lifted by Titans here, held on the 40. There's been a little bit more of a spark in them than I've seen the last 10 minutes or so. That opening 15 was actually a scary sight. Liam Eve says in the chat, remember I met you at the Eels Fan Day last year? I met a few people last year, legend. But I think I remember. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, legend. It's great to see you. I think Parramatta should try to keep Jonah. They can try, legend, but we've got some great young players coming through, man. And legends, I will commentate the game in a sec. I just got to quickly answer this question. Yes, legend, I agree with you that maybe if he plays well enough, they might try, but I've already accepted, and he already has made up his mind between you and me. He's off to the Broncos, and we actually somewhat decided that, legend, because we've already decided that because we've got young players coming through, such as sorry, that doesn't look good for me that I don't remember. Fletcher and Lorenzo Talatino, those are the big ones, all right? Those two, absolute brilliant, all right? Great guys, great blokes, even better blokes than players, but that says a lot because their playing ability is out of this world, okay? We're looking for them for our future legend. Remember, Dylan Brown came from the junior system. We can create absolute ripper 5'8", okay? Give us the time. We will make someone better than whatever Pez it's going to be, okay? But yes, I understand for immediate why people would like Pez. It's just not going to happen. Dolphins now on the 40-meter line, rushing forward here. I'm attending Warriors vs Cowboys in Christchurch. Awesome, Jason. Enjoy it. Made 20 meters before carrying it here. Selwyn Cobbo. I was a bit surprised when the Broncos let go of Cobbo, but also not because of all the rumors. It was just a bit of a mess for me because I really liked Cobbo. I thought he was the embodiment of Broncos at one point, and then it just kind of fell apart for them. Well, now he's at the Dolphins, making his spark and words known. On the 10-meter line, 2 tackles left in the set. Isaiah Katoa, a future Blues halfback potentially there, with a good pass off here. A Dolphins. Over to the right, Katoa. Right, Jermaine Asako! Against his former team, may have a try, or based on the rest decision, may not. We're going to have to wait and see, legends, in a moment here. In a moment, all right? Just taking a look at this here, legends, under review. I will let you know. I will let you know if we get an update here. Yeah, I hope so. I'm going to Anzac around Wasby Finns. Oh, I hope you enjoy that, Melissa. I really, really love Anzac Day games. And Wasby Finns, that sounds like an absolute dream for me personally. I hope you enjoy. Newcastle won't get the wooden spoon this year. Now that they've got Dylan Brown, they won't, legend. Now they've got Dylan Brown, they won't. I don't think they'll play finals, but I don't think they're getting the spoon. Absolutely not, legend. No. Sorry. Special shout out to my lovely mother for helping me fix the stream. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You want to say hi, chat, for a second? By the voice?
Hello.
There you go. Yeah, Para has had some gun genius, bro. Absolutely they have. Absolutely they have. Do you like onion? No, I absolutely despise onions, legend. In fact, they're my least favorite food ever. That's actually a crazy question. But I do like Superman. Great profile picture. I'll tell you now, on things I was betting for on this stream, it was not someone with a Superman picture asking if I liked onions. My team, Sharks versus Eels this Sunday, and also Sharks being Eels in round 26. Oh, too bad, Para. You know, it's such a shame Para's going to win both those games, legend. I feel sorry for you as a Sharks fan. Cooper, bye. Round the middle here. Oh, we got bent a little bit at the back there. Oh, I felt that one, legends. Like, really? Down round the right. Union, not onion. I misread it. It said union. All right, yeah, Union. I'm indifferent. I don't hate it. I don't watch it indefinitely. Yeah, I don't watch it religiously. But now you know I don't like onions. So never offer me an onion when you meet me, because I will despise it with everything in myself. Okay, but Union, no, I don't mind Union. Okay, Union's all right. I can watch a game of Union. We're only one stream into the year, and I've already absolutely made a mess of it. Dolphins now to the 40 here. Katoa fights the pass, and this is bad. This is bad. It's rolling, and Asako manages to gather it there. Oh, that could have gone bad. Almost as bad as the onions. Liam Eames says, I remember you said to you would only miss one. Oh, that was you, legend. Hello. Good to have you in the chat, mate. Good to have you in the chat. Probably going to be 2 games, legend. They're going to be the Broncos round 2 and Magic round. Those are the likely games to be missed this year, just due to I've got to have time to do studies. I've got to have time to do. By it's actually intense studying, so that's actually a real excuse this time. I've got to do streaming, of course, still, because I love it. I've got to though that doesn't really impact the games. That's just how it goes. And I've just got a bunch of other obligations, legend. But what we will do is pretty much every other game's planned on the channel. All right, up until then, all good, man, all good. And the Gold Coast Titans with a big hit there, and it lands in the Dolphins' hands. And it's actually going to be a penalty for the Dolphins here. Can the Dolphins actually switch on? Because for some reason, every time I tip a team... I did it, Max Storm. Absolutely disgusting. And it's a penalty there. Dolphins get it only to the 20. What are you doing, guys? You can kick it as far as you want. Making less than 10 meters on a kick. Ridiculous stuff. Man, I can't wait for the season to start. Let's go, says True Blue Adam. I can't wait either, legend. It's going to be absolutely amazing when the season actually starts. We can get hyped together on it. Katoa to Averillo. Jake Averillo, there was a lot of rumors that he could be off to the Cowboys. Instead, he's still at Dolphins for now. Round to the right here. Moving with it. And held back there. And now with a little kick here through the middle. Moving. Averillo takes the tackle. And he loses the ball. Jake Averillo. And that'll be the one play he does this year where the Dogs don't regret letting him go. Seriously, centers like Jake Averillo come around so rarely. The speed he has to come out of nowhere is just absolutely brilliant. It was a big step for him going from the Bulldogs his career to then a team like the Dolphins, very far apart. But it paid off, and he managed to show the kind of ability he had. In fact, I'd argue that Dolphins have the best centre pair, one of the best, Herbie Farnworth and Jake Averillo. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Tyler, NRL last year was amazing. Absolutely, it was legend. It was incredible last year, but it's going to be even better this year. The first 5 weeks we forget about, though. We forget about the first 5 weeks of the NRL season. Gold Coast Titans on the 40-metre line here. Over to the left here, Curtis Morin, another former Bulldog, only playing for the Titans now. Held on the ground here. Titans, it's actually a very fresh team for them. While they've got the juniors, they've got a heavy rebuild on their hands. I mean, you know, if you told me last year that they would have Luke Somerton and Lachlan Ilias in their team, I would have said, are you kidding? Are you joking? Are you messing with me? Titans, this could be an obstruction through the left. The ref seems to think it's okay. DeGroote's allowed to keep running. Jalen DeGroote. He's a hop, skip, and a jump away. He's held on the 10. Now to the left here on the last. Somerton kicks it low instead of serving. It's collected there by the number 21 there. And he's going to have to be a goal line dropout. Oh, just watch them swarm him straight away. Jalen DeGroote off the gutter. And literally nothing could have prepared me for a play like that. Sebastian Sewer had almost no chance. Do you love Zach Lomax? No. No, in short. Can we okay, yeah, you're a Storm fan. No. You can't have him either. It is simple. You give his value or you walk away. There is no other. I don't go to the shops and say, this thing that costs $5, I want to pay $1. But it's worth $5. I want to pay $1. Give it to me or you're in trouble. I'm kicked out straight away. It's logic. But if they offer fair compensation in all seriousness, I'll get yes, he can go to the Storm, but we can just hate him. Exactly. This is a last-minute schedule, but I'm going to round 27, Dogs vs Broncos. Awesome, Renakama. Enjoy that, you know. Hopefully the Dogs are in for a big year for you. I think they are personally. Though, you know, I would be concerned if I was the Dogs about the rumors that the NFL are trying to snatch Matt Burton for kicking, but, you know, if that doesn't end up happening, great stuff. Over to the left here. Why do Eels never play in the second week of September? Because they're all having private parties. They're all just having a party off on their yacht somewhere. Dolphins now over to the left here. Keep moving with it. Held behind the halfway line now. Gold Coast Titans covering them well. Dolphins with a high kick here. Less than 8 minutes to go. Fifth tackle, Titans. Oh, he almost goes out of play there, Jalen DeGroote. He's going to have to just take the tackle to not risk anything there. And Jalen DeGroote goes to the ground here. Jalen DeGroote is out of here. And with the play here to the left here, oh my goodness, it does end up with the Dolphins there. But the referee's actually going to step in and say that it's a penalty for the Gold Coast Titans. Just on the sideline there, looks ready to come on here. He's been gone for nearly 2 years. Thomas Flegler, a great story for tonight. Just like Tom Gilbert, a former Cowboy. Set for NRL game 100, April 6th, apparently. Assuming no more injuries. Just waiting on the sideline there with a couple of the boys, actually. They must be in Bali. They are in Bali, legend. Yeah, I can back that up. They're in Bali with TJC having a party. And the Titans there lose the ball too easily there. Too easily. And Dolphins collected up there well. You know, the only balls I thought the Dolphins were good with were beach balls, you know. Around to the middle here. And on only tackle 0, they've managed to find their way to the halfway line here, if you couldn't believe it there. And then Sewer doesn't manage to gain too many more meters there onto the left here before going down to the ground now. Lifting up Mergy in the squad. Thanks, says Liam Eves. All good, Liam Eves. Good to have you here, man. Yeah, there's a lot. We're done with onions for this stream, but we're not done with the quality. Bilbert finds the pass here. A few unheard of Dolphins. Is that a knock on? Did that go forwards? The referee says it's fine, and they get a get out of jail free card there. Long pass to the right here. Avarillo taps and goes, showing off some of that speed that I pointed out just before a few minutes ago. Avarillo with the speed on the 10-meter line now. At Nelson Semenyo there. Hey, Man City fan in the chat. Boo. How you going, bro? Good to have you in the stream, legend, in all seriousness. Let's go, man. Whoever you're supporting, I hope you're enjoying the stream, mate. Let's go. Everything's on the up now that we've got our camera back. To be fair, though, I just want to say we maintain more viewership than most without me having to show my face. So, ha. Ha, 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 ha. All right. And the Dolphins slip up there with the ball, and the Gold Coast Titans get it back. Now down the rise here with speed. Just 4.5 minutes left till we're at halftime, legends. And the Titans keep moving with it. Bulldogs will be partying in Belmore MOT on the 5th of October 2026. Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah. How can they be partying then? Like, why are they partying then? I mean, are they celebrating Para's premiership? Is that like it? They're celebrating Para's. They're going, let's go! The better rival won! Yeah! Is that what they're on about, legend? Avarillo takes the tackle. Now over to the left here. A few little steps. Panthers, bro. Honestly, Penrith Panthers, what a team they are. Got to play them round 4, I think, Para. Because round 1 we got Storm, round 2 we got Broncos, round 3 it's Dragons. I think it's Panthers. But that's not going to be an easy game. But I also got a strange feeling you watch. Para will beat Storm and Panthers, and they're gonna lose to the Dragons. They're gonna lose to the Dragons. That's gonna be the loss in the 4 games. Calling it now, legends. Para's gonna lose to the Dragons, and Guppo's gonna think that he's the smuggest little winner ever. Brighton on this Sunday, around 26. Right, mate. Right, up the Panthers, but up the Eels, buddy. Over to the right here. Quick speed there from the Dolphins, number 18, Noah Flynn. 20 meters out now. Dolphins, can they get their first points on the board of the day here? Surely. Short pass doesn't make the right run there, unfortunately, Gilbert. And on the ground he goes. Now to the left, Flynn finds his pass over to his supporting player there. Toby Batten almost gets over. And 2 left. Flynn moves it over here. It is Lewis Simmons with the run here. Simmons opts to run instead of passing. Story of a rookie's life. And now to the right here, it's a kick in the air there. Not often you see that. Toby Batten, and he hands the baton over to the Gold Coast Titans with the ball now here. I don't like that response. Sorry to hear that, legend. We're all kidding here. I don't like the doggies winning. The only team I hate is Broncos. But from that, I got no issues with other teams. Fair enough, legend. Fair enough. To be fair, who doesn't hate the Bronx, as Mel says? I don't despise the Bronx, but I can't say I love them, yeah. For me, I was happy to see someone that wasn't the Panthers win or the Storm. So for me, it was probably the best scenario when there were 3 teams left between those. But ultimately, yeah, no, the Broncos probably wouldn't make my top 8 favorite teams, Do you have healthy knees by any chance? Yeah, I got pretty healthy knees. The Dolphins now, forward here. Over to the middle now. We keep moving with speed here. That could be a full-on breakaway there for Brian there, but Brian unable to get far enough. Over to his bench there with blinding speeds there. That's it on the ground. Then over to the left they're going to go with a short pass here. It's a beautiful hit in the air from Noah Flynn, the 18 there. And that's got to be a penalty, right? Interfered with in the air there. And yep, the referee's going to blow for it. Had to be. Absolutely had to be. Can I borrow them for the rest of my life? Probably not, legend. Probably not. You got trouble running or something, man? Did you hear Payne Haas to the Rabbitohs? I did, man. I did, Nelson. It was a huge surprise to me. I did not see that coming whatsoever, man. Look, I don't think anybody did, but good on him. If he does well there, he does well there. Wish him nothing but the best at the South Sydney Rabbitohs. It doesn't personally impact me, but what I do know is that that's going to be a scary forward pack, the GOAT Sean Keppie playing near Payne Haas, incredible stuff. Who even is Jai Arrow? Who's Cameron Murray? Who cares about those guys? We have ourselves Keppie playing with Payne Haas, and that's all we need. Oh, sorry. It's not Payne Haas anymore. On one of them before, and the other seems to be fine. Oh, that's all good, legend. I think you brought something up earlier that I actually read briefly, but I accidentally missed. Sorry about that. I almost broke my ankle today playing footy. Sorry to hear that you almost broke that, by the way, legend. But I hope that heals soon. Trust me, I know what it's like to badly pull, at least. I haven't done a complete tear in one of my legs, but I've done a really bad pull. Fun fact, it was actually at the most recent, this being like a charity match. It was crazy, actually. All I did was go for a high five with a Dragons creator, Julian, and it just completely tore for some reason. like completely went in the back of my leg, and I couldn't walk for like two or 3 weeks. So I get how much leg pain can hurt sometimes. That was a crazy underrated level of pain, but hey, I'm as good as ever now. I can get up as much as I'd like. Anyways, legends, it's time for the TJC Sports Halftime Show for the first time in 2026. So it's the 2026 edition. Let's change that to say 2026. And there we go. How beautiful is that, legends? We'll show you that. Oh yeah, that looks hard. That looks so hard. In fact, it doesn't get harder than that. Innocent brother pass says, go Dolphins. Go the Finnies, mate. Fins up. Obviously, legends, this is the point of the stream where feel free to ask any general NRL questions, as long as they relate to NRL in some way or other. It could be about the channel as well, and we just enjoy ourselves. This is the chillest point you'll get all stream, because DJZ's not going to be going all loud yappity yap on my trap, I only have an issue with you if you hate the Wars. Apart from that, we're all good. Well, it's time for me to come out here and confess that I absolutely despise the Wars, guys. I know. I'm sorry. That stream, the vlog, one of my most popular vlogs ever, the streams where I've said otherwise, just all lies fabricated to keep up a truth. Don't like the Wars at all. No, bro, I've done my ABSO on one of them before, and the other one seems to be fine. Really, bro? Your ankle is fine. Well, at least your ankle is fine. Keon is going to the Dragons too. Yeah, Keon's going to the Dragons. Hope no chance this year is the year of the Panthers or the Wires. I mean, I was pretty good, Legend. You know, I personally, I hope it's the if it's not Para's year, I would love for it to be the year of the Wires. Yes, Legend. I'm just not sure. Okay, this is the part where I'm not joking with the Wires. I'm not sure without Metcalf and the questions around RTS's future and things. I'm not sure if they can win it all like that. That's just my personal opinion. But most people would also say to me, hey, Tyler, no Moses, no Para even finals. And that, I yeah. So, like, at the end of the day, I think that the Wires are welcome to prove me completely wrong, Like, I want them to play finals and do well. RTS can go to Para. Oh, you know what? If it was Prime RTS, you're being really nice there. But it's not Prime RTS. Good stuff, Mel. Good stuff. What are your grand final predictions? Para and Para. You see, we were so good that in the preliminary finals, they just had to put us in both, Legend. They had to put us as versing both. So Parramatta Eels versus Parramatta Eels. Parramatta Eels breaks the drought. Boom. Amazing grand final prediction. Am I right or am I right? Galvin had an amazing preseason and is going to cook your poverty team. We'll see, Renakama. We'll get on to the actual thing when it comes about. It'll be great. Oh, how the hell is a near full-strength Dolphins so lose the mostly reserve grade Titans? That is because, look, I tipped the Dolphins when I say that. But that is because that's how unpredictable rugby league is, as I always say. You cannot predict how these games are going to go always. Look, a lot of the time you can, but you are not always going to predict it. Rugby league is not this simple. Oh, these guys are this and these guys are that. At the end of the day, some of these youngsters we're watching today will be superstars in the future. It's just how it is. Some of them will be. I can't tell you it's going to be them all. It might not even be some of the try scorers, but there will be some. And they will do their thing and make the difference, all right? These kids are some of the best kids you'll find. Look, are they first grade standard? Probably not yet, some of them. But I can tell you right now, that some of them will be at the very least. And who knows, one or two might be, and we just don't know them yet. The Dolphins should be winning based on the team lists. But credit where it's due to the Titans. They're showing us exactly why you can't fully, confidently predict the result of a game in any sense of the word, anytime. Isn't Galvin going to Para next? We don't talk. He was going to go to Para. He went to Dogs, and then he's not going to Para, Legend. He's not going to Para. He's not going to Para, but yeah, I can't Para. Actually, you know what? I'm a fool. How could I forget that? That is a big addition for the Warriors. I think he'll help them a lot this year. Okay. My one concern for AFK at the Warriors, and Mel and other Warriors fans are free to brush it off, but my one concern with him is I think he's an amazing attacker, all right? I think he's going to get tries. There's no doubt about that. He probably will get like 2 or 3 in his first game for the Warriors. But I do worry a little bit about his defense. All right. And I don't mean that he can't improve that way, because if he can match those two things together, he's the best wing, one of the best wingers in the comp. Okay, in his age group at the very least, one of the best. But he needs to merge them together, and I think at the Warriors he can go to a level that he didn't do at the Titans too. That's why I'm hopeful for you. I feel like maybe he could be that difference maker at the Warriors when it comes to their back line. But we'll have to wait and see, Calling it now, Finns lose this game, they won't make the 8. To be fair, Legend, we could argue based on preseason history, whoever wins the preseason won't make the 8. Anyone want to talk about that? Anyone want to talk about what happened to Manly when they won it? Cooper John's brilliance? We could argue whoever wins this will not make the 8. It's just we could argue that if we're looking at history. But yeah, no, I don't think Dolphins are making the 8 either, but I don't think it's because of this game necessarily personally, even though I do agree with you. For me, the reason I look at how the other teams have improved, and I just don't see that with the Dolphins. But I also haven't been into the inner sanctum to know. What I do with that is face value opinions, and the face value opinion simply is that the Dolphins won't make finals. But you could say that for a lot. The face value opinion is, Para will never win a comp in the next 100 years. The face value opinion is that the Tigers are always going to be spooners. The face value opinion is that the Storm are always first. They are always first, but the point still stands. Are you watching Indigenous All Stars, champ? Yeah, I will be watching the Indigenous All Stars Legend. Look forward to that. That's going to be legendary, mate. In fact, I'm really excited for it. The All Stars between the Indigenous and the Maori. We'll actually be streaming that on the channel, man. We'll be streaming the Indigenous All Stars versus the Maori All Stars. For those who don't know, I'm actually a Maori supporter because of my grandfather was Maori. So I am a quarter that. So that's a piece of I don't refer to myself immediately as that, but that's a piece of heritage I am proud of, so I do support them unconditionally, and I hope that they win versus the Indigenous All-Stars. However, we will just have a fun time commentating that anyways. These games mean nothing, gives everyone a run. Exactly, Mel. They're not going to fight as hard as they would in a regular one either, right? Come on. They're not gonna. They're just not gonna give their all in this one. And why should they, right? Even though they should smash it, if the juniors are playing it for actually, I'd argue, right? Hot take here. Preseason, you should think the juniors have a better chance of winning. Yeah, that's the hot take. And you want to hear why? They have something to play for. You're probably going, TJC, what do they have to play for? It's preseason. They do not have their names made yet when they get into that field, all right? They are playing to show you all their name and get a look in, whether it's for the team they're at or not. They are showing you how they can go against the big boys. That is their opportunity to get their name more on the map to the general people, because more people are watching these preseason games than they are watching New South Wales Cup. The hype for them is way bigger if they do that, legend. Way bigger. All right? For me personally, the reason you get surprised and see juniors beating these seniors out of nowhere is because the seniors are simply playing for fitness. The juniors are playing like it's a proper game. And that is just how it is. Okay, I think a few comments have come through. Broncos won last year. Yes, they did, legend. You looking forward to the Para Sharks game? You mean when I said Storm first? I was just saying in general they finished top, whatever. But yeah, you looking forward to Para Sharks game on Sunday? Yes, I am, legend. We'll be streaming that on the channel. We won't be streaming the Roosters one though, because the Para Roosters one, because I'll be at that game. So yeah. These games mean nothing. I'm a Dolphins. Anessa in the chat. Good to see you here. Anessa says, I am a Dolphins fan, but second half I go for Titans this time. All the way from Papua New Guinea, Cooper Bye. Hey, shout out to Cooper Bye. Shout out to Anessa. Shout out to my PNG viewers. Appreciate every single one of you, wherever you are in the world, watching the streams. Legends. You guys are the absolute best fan base on YouTube. If Paris surpassed Rabbitohs in the longest premiership drought, I would be the happiest person alive. Of course you would be as a Dogs fan. Why wouldn't you be, right? That's the happy rivalry. I love the All-Stars game. Both teams are so good. So true, Melissa. I always just want it to be a good representation of culture. Anyways, legends, we're almost done with the halftime show here. Yes, I am looking forward to that. I meant Broncos won pre-season last year. Well, legend, even with that, I'm just saying historically, outside of the Broncos, most teams don't go all the way. Plus, the Broncos, let's face it, they weren't the best team all year. What they did was that they switched on at the right point in the season and earned their way to the finals. At the end of the day, if you win the grand final, you deserve it, whether it was all season or not. Anyways, legends, we're going to edit the banner here because it is not the halftime show anymore. It is going to be the second half. Shout out to Thomas Flegler. 100 NRL games, 6 tries, 85 average running meters. Truly a special, special player. Felt so bad for him with his injuries that he had. So good to see him back. Now, the Dolphins. From the middle, take the kick. And we have begun the second half. And it's an instant error from the Gold Coast Titans. But thank goodness for them. The Dolphins aren't quick enough. And Verrills now waiting to serve the pass here. That's right. We've had a change up in the lineup now. Through the middle, they run now. To be honest, I would be 1,000 times more happier if Dogs win the comp. Fair enough, legend. You know, I think you'd be much happy to see your team win the comp. Are you going to Are you going to stream the World Club Challenge next week between my Broncos and Kayo TJC? Absolutely, we will, legend. I love doing those English games, so absolutely, we will be doing that, legend. Now over through the middle here. Remember, legends, if you're enjoying the stream, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Oh, yeah. We love saying that here on the channel. Over to the right here, Titans with a clearance in the air. And it's going to land on the 10-meter line. And they let it bounce. The number one rule you should never do. But they get out of jail with it anyways there. The lucky, lucky Bubba Duckies. To be honest, I would be 1,000 times more happier. Bulldogs next week. What's up, legend? Hope you're well. Mate, I'm as well as can be, Jesse. Good to have you here, man. You're going to have a very good year, eh? I mean, come on, bro. Roosters Para Grand Final is going to be insane. Especially when Para win 13+. South Dude says, welcome back, TJC. Thank you very much, South Dude, mate, and good luck to your team this year. How good is that Payne R signing, eh? Absolutely blew my mind. Sorry, I got his name wrong, didn't I? And the Dolphins now. With the speed, kick it in the air. 5th tackle here. Ding, 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 ding. A ring! It's allowed to fly in the air here. Dolphins backwards, and he bats it into his opponent. You had like 7 options there, and you go for the opponent. Bro, are you kidding me? You had one job. It's like a father with 6 kids, right? And they've got a punching bag in front of them, and they punch one of the kids. You know, what the heck? What up, TJC? Great stream, bro. Keep up the good work. Can't wait for the season to start proper. Thank you very much. I'll tell you, good to have you in the stream, bro. We do our best here on the channel. It's going to be a big year. It's going to be a big, big, big year, man. This is just the first of many. In fact, this is small scale to what we'll do because we'll actually have a background, all right? We'll actually have a background and proper stuff. The reason we don't have that stuff is because I've just moved and also the stream thingy has changed its stuff and things, and it's being a bit of a silly goose, but we'll fix that for other streams in the future and that, and it only goes up from here. Gold Coast Titans in the air, once again back to the Dolphins, a flick and a swish, swish and flick. All right, what's the Harry Potter spell? Is that it? Yeah, paid us to the Rabbitohs. Exactly, South Steve. Huge move for years. Speaking of rabbits, hopping right along there is the number 5 that I forgot the name of. Wonderful. He nearly scored a try before. Tafua, right, that's it. Tafua. Don't worry, legends, though. It's not Thomas Flegler hopping along because I know none of you would want to hear that. Except maybe like Broncos fans. And Titans on the defense here. It's an offload, number 21. Has he even passed the ball this game, that forward? Has he even passed the ball this game? I don't know if he has. Genuinely, legends. Tell me if he has. I have no memory of him doing it. And the Dolphins lose the ball here. You're kidding me. And they go. Max Storm in the chat says, would you rather watch Wallabies in the final or Kangaroos in the final? You know what? Probably hot take, right? It depends. For streaming, probably the Kangaroos because I know more to go back on for a stream. But when it comes to just watching, I'd probably go with the Wallabies just purely because I see the Kangaroos in finals so often. It's kind of stale. It's like a preseason game seeing them in finals. The only thing that makes it special is the historical relevance of them being so good, you know? That's all there is to it, really. If I'm being honest with you, Legend. Like, that's just how it is. David Fafita will probably be good. Oh, mate, you having Fafita and Payne Haas in the same team just isn't fair. I've just got to say it straight up. That's just not fair. You're absolutely screwing us over. When is it Power's time? Tyler, I don't think Storm will make the grand final. I agree with you, Liam, and so does Mel. And Tony Francis, actually, through a review here, will be put on reports for actions in this, and it's going to be a penalty for the Dolphins instead of a ball given away. Absolutely huge. And here they go. Uno reverse card, full on, shoulder charge. South Stewart says, I'm thinking about playing physical disability rugby league. Really, man? Well, if that's something you want to do, you should do it, Legend. You should do it. You should do it, South Dude. I wish you luck with it. All right? If that's what you want to do, that's your thing, go ahead. Now Dolphins, over to the right. No offense, but Para is so useless when Pierce is out. Fair enough, Legend. Fair enough. That's, I'm not mad about that. That's your opinion. That we were talking about earlier about opinions that are based on generalizations and aren't based on actual statistical facts, So, I don't blame you for that. That's a generalized opinion, yeah. I'd like to argue to people that Para's winning form started before Moses came back last year. The good form everyone hypes up about Para from the end of last year was actually before Moses came back, but people don't want to get into that debate. So it is what it is. If Moses goes out and Para don't make finals, it is what it is. But personally for me, I do think that Moses will stay for at least most of the season and Para will make it. Still highly respectful of the opinion, though, for people who don't personally have a feeling for Para that they won't make it. That's good on them, Jai Gray is so good. He is, man. He is decent, Jai Gray. I will admit that. Titans, over to the left here. Moving with it. Dolphins get a good tackle on him. Back through the middle here, Jalen DeGroot. Honestly, DeGroot's a player where, look, he's a good player, but you also go, where do you fit him in at times, right? With their options. Tyler, I'm pretty confident the Paramount Eels will beat Storm round 1. Look, Legend, all I know is that it won't be as one-sided as last year. That game was so bad that I got turned into a meme seen by over 100,000 people. You know what I mean? That's how bad that was. We won't get a game that bad. Will we win it? Only time will tell. Fate has a cruel thing like that, but I do think that if there was ever a time where it was poetic to win round 1, that's the one. If Moses fit, Daly will still pick Luan Cleary over him. Yes, because Daly's a silly, silly bugger, Legend. He's a silly, silly boy. He's a silly, silly boy indeed. And now the Titans on the 20 now of Dolphins. And if the Titans score again, just lose all hope of Dolphins coming back. Oh, right as I thought the Titans were going to score again, Dolphins get the ball. They're running away. It's a pass from the wing to the middle. And he just can't get the last diddle. He's held on the 10. And with speed they play the ball. That's got to be 10 in the bin. He's deliberately slowing it down. It is. 10 in the bin. The referee puts his hands in the air like he just doesn't care and sends the fullback to the bin. He's disapproving of that. He can't believe it. He's questioning the referee's decision now. He's like, are you kidding me, sir? What are you on? What are you doing? And Dolphins down the 10-meter line. Tapping. Honestly, I think that's one of Blues' biggest problems, Legend, for you personally, that you stick by these players, and when there's someone clearly more fit to it, you just don't go with them. And Dolphins, it was clearly fit to go the other way, and they passed it too fast to the right, and are actually going to get a penalty. Lucky Ducks, because that wasn't a good pass. Mel in the chat says, 90 night Legend late here. Great to see you. See you in the next one. See you in the next one, Mel. Always a privilege to have you here on the channel. Have a great rest. We'll see you next time. Good to be back. I forgot how I was speaking before the stream. I was going, TJC, can you like, are you ready? Are you ready to be back? Are you able to like perform? Are you able to talk? Are you able to do the same thing you always do? Actually, it's become a lot more natural. This might be the most natural it's ever been for a first stream of the year. Like, it might just be second nature at this point now, this kind of thing. But only when it's like this. It's a lot harder to find the words when it's normal. Dolphins, over to the left here. Find the pass around here. The screen's going a bit flickery, but it's all good here. Dolphins held on 15. And down they go. Dolphins looking both ways here. And over to the middle here. They keep pushing. They keep on pushing. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Over to Gilbert now. Flies around here just straight now. And down they go. Dolphins. Find the pass around here to the right. Oh my God, he bends the ball off. Is he going to score? No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not going to score. They're not going to score, legends. Oh my God, they're going to score. No, they're not. And the Dolphins, well, at least he has his teeth. Titans with desperation hold on through 2 straight penalties and sets. South dude here. The issue with New South Wales is that they never pick the on form just on club combinations. They want to play the Penrith system, but with Queensland, Billy isn't scared to make changes and take risks. Exactly. Exactly, legend. Exactly right. Seriously, never a truer comment spoken. That's exactly their problem. In fact, somebody write that up and like send it to him by mail, email, whatever. Make that, all right, get him to staple it to his wall, okay? Like make him hammer it in, all right? And he's got to read it every day until he understands it. Because that's the only way that the Bluesers are going to beat the mighty Queenslanders. All of that just to hand it over on the one line. I know. All of that build up. And the short kickoff will not matter. It's a penalty for being offside, and Dolphins get a full set again here. Again. That's right. Again, legends. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Over to the left now. Finds the pass here. Probably should have been looking to go further left there, but I respect it. I respect it. Dolphins keep moving. And held on the ground there. 3 penalties in 3 minutes, says South dude. And yet they haven't scored, have they? Absolutely insane stuff in this one. This has been a really thrilling first stream. Short pass. I'd say that was line ball, but we'll give it because it's bloody Thomas Flagler. And it's 10-4. The Dolphins are coming back. I thought that was forward, but like they can't rule on that. So there you go. Thomas Flagler. Here we go. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Incredible stuff there. Incredible try. Yeah, I just ate my words. I just ate my words there. Thomas Flagler of all players too. Absolutely incredible stuff from him. Mate, my words are now a 5-star cuisine here. And Cooper Bye just hangs his head in shame there. Such a shame. It's a shame. And the Dolphins now getting ready for the kick to make it 6-10. And now all it takes is a try to completely change this game on its head. On its head completely, legends. And just well done to the Dolphins. You know, they held in there. I stand by the fact of what I said about rookies, though. This is one of the when it comes to preseason, it's where rookies have a best chance, and the Titans have shown that today so far. Taking the kick for the Dolphins here. From in front there. He's got it. He's got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. The Dolphins have themselves a goal from the sticks. Congratulations to Callum Bowes on the goal kick there. And how good is rugby league, you know? We get a rookie kicking the goal, and we also get ourselves a try for Thomas Flegler after years on the sideline. Truly a special moment for him there. Nice balls all around. Titans are a joke, only made one finals appearance in their 19-year history and constantly choke. You can't forget when they choked a 26-point lead against the Dolphins. Oh, that's still one of the most iconic games ever. I can't believe that they did that. Yeah, Look, the thing is, as someone who goes to a lot of games, the Titans are a team that it's hard for me to hate because they've just got some really likable, like their fans have to be loyal. And when you're a loyal fan like how I am, you know, it's hard not to respect them so hard. And who's the Dolphins player with full-on pants on? That's crazy. You don't see that every day. As great as that is. And as, I guess, sufficient as that probably is. Shout out to number 24, Sangstar. Now it's the right here. Flagler pushing them off here. Tyler, Laurie Daly should pick James Tedesco for State of Origin. As a Queensland fan, absolutely he should, yes. No. Actually, Teddy's been in insane form. Yeah, please no. Don't do that. I want to like Gold Coast, but they are so used. Yeah, you don't want to. I don't hate them. I look, Gold Coast are a team where I don't feel anything. You know, like I like their fans. You know, like, and I wouldn't mind them doing well because they're kind of like the Queensland Parramatta. There's some Titans fans that'll hate me for saying this. They're like the Queensland Parramatta when it comes to their success compared to other teams historically in their state, right? Like, they're kind of like the Queensland team to laugh at if you think about it. And I do feel for them in that way because we're the New South Wales team to laugh at, let's face it. The Tigers are arguably that team too, but like, Para's the most consistent with it, okay? But yeah, overall, Para Tigers, I'd say, for New South Wales, and then Titans for Queensland. So I do feel there for the Gold Coast, and I wouldn't mind it. Like, as a Queensland, I think the Dolphins, Titans, those kind of teams winning would be amazing. Every time New South Wales say they're going to win, they lose, especially when Gow bashed the worst Queensland team. Exactly, legend. Can't really hear you, bro, but I'm at the game. Awesome, Walshy edits. Awesome, mate. Cousins 20th for the Titans. Is he now? That's good, mate. I hope he's doing well. Pretty sure you told me about him being a very good player. Number 20 there, Bodie Sharpley. Offload here from the Dolphins. With speed, and it's a good tackle there. No, the Dolphins find the offload here and move forward here. Pass backwards now and stepping forward here for the Dolphins. It's Elijah McKay. Elijah McKay on the ground now. We find the pass now. Elijah Rasmussen on the ground. 15 out now. It's a beautiful pass there to Toby Batten. Toby Batten finds Mr. Will Never Pass. Zach Garton! And Zach Garton will never pass the ball! Has it pay off? The Dolphins have equalized! It is now officially 10-all and a kick to come! And this is brilliant stuff from the Dolphins! Nice! And unfortunately, Zane Harrison couldn't stop this one. Very hard to stop there. And the Gold Coast Titans, you just say sit down. What are they meant to do there? Unfortunate for the Titans in this one. And Dolphins taking full advantage of being a man up. And will they be able to take the lead with a kick in a moment here? 27 is literally me in Be a Pro in Rugby League 26. Never pass the ball. Just always run it and hope that you get a brilliant try at some point, right, Legend? That's what it is for you. Just pray. It's gonna happen. It's just got to happen. Can only hope. Now, from the middle here, do they get the kick? Or does it go too wayward? It's your career. It's my career, not yours, buddy. Hey, no, that's how my careers go too, man. You don't pass it and you score. It's just how it is. You playing for the Dolphins too in that? Or obviously the Buddies, right? Watching on the sideline, some earlier Dolphins. Katoa, Jermaine Asako. That kid apparently was absolutely hyping it up in the warm-ups. I honestly just know him as the dude that won't bloody pass, but good on him for scoring there, Zach Garton. Just bravo. Zach bloody Garton missed a no-pass try scoring McGee, and he can enjoy that. I spin a wheel and what a team it lands on I play for. So who are you playing for in that career? Landing on the 10 now. Passes over to the right here. And put that in the highlight reel and smoke it up. Held there on the ground there. Elijah Rasmussen. Find his way over to our Mr. Hold the Ball there, Garton. And with the All-Star double, we go over to Thomas Flegler, who collects the ball here. Flegler now with upper body strength to absolutely smash you in an arm wrestling match. Held on the ground. Over to the left. Gets to the 40 here. Held away now. And with the short pass, they're going to thunder it in the air here. 56 meters gained in that set there. And that's a grab in the air. But he wasn't involved, and we carry on. Loses the ball. Dolphins. I genuinely think that there should be something in Titans' favor there, but oh well. There you go. Titans. Well, the ball will be going back to the Dolphins, it looks like. Yeah, nah, he just lands near him. No, that's all good. Wait. Titans are challenging they haven't knocked it on here. All right. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a good look at this. All right. Is it a knock on or is it high? Clearing contact. We're looking at we're taking a look at a strip. Stripping motion. Dobbs, there you go. Has to be a stripping motion there, right? Surely. Yeah. Batten strips the ball. It will 100% there be the it'll 100% there be the Gold Coast Titans penalty. It has to be. Yeah, good. I played for Eels until I deleted it because one season every team had the worst. Oh, legend, don't get me started. Every team has the worst signings after one season in that game. In fact, that game is just so poorly made. Even Rugby League Live 4, I could find enjoyment in for a few seasons. Even with unrealistic signings, I couldn't do it. With the new one. I played it for a month or two, and then I haven't touched it in a while now. Cooper Bye. In and about here. Cooper Bye, one of the most exciting young forwards in our game. Seriously, love that kid for no reason. And here we go. Ilias with a high kick in the air. 44 meters gain. And it is collected there by the Dolphins. Plenty of pressure on him, but doesn't work out there. The Eye will sign 2 90-plus overall props and sign paid Haas to play off the bench. Exactly. But you watch those 90-plus props won't even be that good, and Haas is playing off the bench. And wait, Dolphins, penalty. High contact there. Titans, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're getting the keys and you're shooting yourself in the foot. Goodness me. Disappointing. Do better. Do better, legends. And here we go. We've got a drinks break for the second time tonight, as that's what they do. 20 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock before we wrap up once they're done with that, legends, with the drinks break and all that. I'm not sure what you legends think of the drinks break. I find it an interesting idea for the preseason. I think that they've enforced it once or twice for really hot days in the regular season as well, but it's just not overly always there. Well, she edits, says he's on. All right, legends. Well, then this is obviously the streams are a little delayed, so he's probably coming on for after the drinks break. There you go, Bodie Sharpley. Let's see how he does. I've heard that he's one of Gold Coast Titans' prep forwards for the future. Thomas Flegler there, and that might be it for him walking off. Random Broncos fan in the crowd. And here we go. Kicking the ball now, and it goes out of play there. Look out for number 20. The Dolphins over to the left here with some speed now, tackling him on the ground. It's a good one there from the Titans. One tackle out of the way here. They've just got to tackle them at least 4 more times. Over to the left here. Short pass. A few little twinkle toe steps. We don't like the twinkle toes. We don't want twinkle toes. Give us less twinkle toes. Give us more twinkle blows. Yeah, we want some twinkle blows. Twinkle, twinkle, little blow. Oh, how I wonder how much you blow. Over to the halfway line. To the left. And now they're in the red zone of the Gold Coast Titans here. The Dolphins, 40-meter. Going round right here. We're in that danger area potentially for them. The Dolphins, will their fins be up or will they be chopped up and fed to a child? High kick in the air here onto the right. And they don't have the hammer, so they don't have the speed to get the Gold Coast Titan. Oh, my goodness, he went flying past him. Hey, at least he tried to make me eat my words. Goodness me, that was crazy. Crazy. He'd be pushing up daisies if that actually hit him. And a good little run there from the Titans winger going into the middle. Almost around here. Dolphins get him on the 30 now. Gold Coast Titans to the left side now. It's a short one there for their bench player. A good one from Tamika Simpkins. He's another player that's heavily bulked up this year. And now through the middle. And what a blow there. Good tackle from Mr. Harrison. Round to the right here. Wrapped up neatly there by Summerton. Over left. Sebastian Sewer. And he gets there. Good tackle there from number 19 and 20. Bodie Sharpley and Max Bradbury. Over to the right here. Plenty of pressure on. Just 17 and a half minutes to go here. I was going to say 18 minutes, but I can't lie to you. 17 and a half minutes to go. Just a 2-point gap here. Who will reign supreme? Will it be the Fids or will it be the I don't know. What's a nickname for the Titans? The Eds? The Tits? I don't know. The Titans. The Good. The Coast. We'll call them the Coast. The Coast. The Coast. There you go. The Coast. The Coast and the Fins. Over through the middle here. And round to right here, looking for the pass, can't quite find it. Down on the ground they go here. They keep moving forward on the halfway, and they're held. Somerton, great pass there to Bodie Sharpley. Sharpley, size on there, rushes forward here. Bodie Sharpley held on the ground. 59 metres gained now. High kick in the air here. And the Dolphins, plenty of pressure, batted back from the Titans. The Titans, and is it a knock on or a try? Huge moment here. It's going to be a penalty. Ain't my words. It ain't a knock on. It ain't a try. It's a penalty. All right, DJC locked in. Let's go. Unfortunate for the Titans. That was a good grounding of the ball. Good stuff from him overall, actually, there. Bravo. Bravissimo. Bravissimo. Obstructing the kick chase is the call. And there we go. And here come the Dolphins here over past the 40-meter line there. They've had the pressure on the Titans pretty much all second half. It wasn't the best first half, but all second half, been all over him. And the Gold Coast Titans having to keep themselves together here. Bodie Sharpley's had a few good tackles today, hasn't he? Dolphins over to 40 now. Round left here. Just trying to scoop up some ice cream level points. And I've got a scoop for you. It's that Safel has been tackled. Over to the left now. It's a good offload there. And running forward here is Jack Finnegan. But Finnegan couldn't find a try again. Kick in the air here for number 18. Dolphins, will there be a bat backwards here? There will be. And there's another bat backwards. And the Titans just barely managed to collect the ball there. It wasn't easy for them. Now with a run forward, here is Mr. number 23, who I thought was Tanner Boyd for a second. But no, it's actually Phoenix Steinway. My bad. TJC's bad. Oh my God. Like a phoenix out of the ashes, the Titans get themselves a penalty. Gold Coast Titans, here they come. Zane Harrison to take the kick here. And the Gold Coast will get their opportunity. Once again, players like Luke Somerton, Harrison, I don't know, are fighting for different spots, you know. Lachlan Elias, they're looking for roles in the team, and that's what their goals are. Thoughts on Dolphins number 17? You mean Toby Batten? I think he's been pretty good today, to be honest with you, Reef. I've been impressed with a bit of what I've seen from him today, legend. Haven't seen him in the last couple of minutes, but he has impressed me overall. I thought that he's been a good addition to this junior team, at least for this game here today. I don't know what his role will be in the season, but I welcome him to be included in the 17 if they so decide to. Over to the left here, Jalen DeGroots, and the Gold Coast Titans reclaim the lead. Thanks to Dean Laramie, signed from the Melbourne Storm. He has played finals footy. He's had more games than I have, at least, in the NRL. And he's got more tries in preseason now. Wonderful play from the Gold Coast Titans there. And I think that this will be a try. I don't think you can argue anything there. Nothing that the Dolphins couldn't have chased in that run up to that try. Is he still on? I don't think he's on anymore, Reef. But when he was on, I was impressed with what I saw. All right, that's what I'll say about him. He definitely widened my eyes a little bit. I felt like I was saying his name quite a bit, Mr. Button. Dean Laramie, he's another player. You know, that wing spot, I think, is so inconsistent for the Titans at times. If he can perform, who's to say he can't get a spot on the Gold Coast's team, right? Play juniors with him, he's a freak. Did you, Reef? Did you? Awesome stuff, man. Oh, it wouldn't shock me. He came off as a freak when he was on, man. Came off as a freak. You know those players sometimes where you see them in the juniors and you go, they'll be in there one day wherever they make it? Yeah, I guess that's it, right? It's like how Cooper Byers only played a single NRL game, but we all just, I think it was 2 NRL games actually or something, but like we all talk about him as the next big thing too, you know. And oh no, they missed the kick. It's going to remain a 2-point difference. Oh, goodness me. They could live to regret that with 12 minutes left on the clock. The Dolphins have been running around them the last, well, I've got to say nearly 30 minutes until now where the Titans have broken away. In terms of performances, actually, Reef, if you're still here, what would you rate him from in this performance? Was it an average performance from him, or is he more capable than this? And the Gold Coast Titans here, through the middle. Held out in it here. We go to the right. Beautiful tackle through the middle here from the Dolphins. And looking for the pass here. That's good service from Luke Somerton. It feels like summer when he does it. It feels like summer. Round the middle then. Through the loop. Skadoosh. Flick, whack, backpack. And the Dolphins, just plenty of pressure being put on them by the Gold Coast Titans here. 5th tackle now coming up. Now for them, will the Titans be able to break through for a try? They're 30 metres out. It's a good high kick there. They've got the pressure, but I think Dolphins will be okay. Oh, it's the commentator's curve. They've knocked it on. And now running Bruce Harrison off of a pass from Tamika Simpkins, who, once again, as I can say, is really bulked up. Now to the left. Through dummy half, Bodie Sharpley gets it off to Somerton. Somerton gets it off over to the left here. And it's a good pass to De Groot there. De Groot goes to the ground here. De Groot held on the ground. Short run here off the 6 tackle set there. And he won't be able to break through Somerton. Somerton passes backwards here. It's going to be a try for the Titans! And that could be the winner! From the side, Phoenix Steinway. The Tanner Boyd lookalike, as we thought earlier, but he's not really. Scores another. And there we have it. The Dolphins concede once again. And they're going to have to be hoping, praying actually, that Dolphins miss the kick. Right on the spot, Steinway. Honestly, that was just what felt like a nothing play from Somerton became an everything play when every defender was so focused on him. So when that offload happened, nobody could stop it from coming to be when he flew on over. And it was almost too easy in that quarter. I don't even think we saw him in top gear for that one. Incredible stuff. Skawoosh. And we see a brilliant challenge there. And the Gold Coast Titans have come out with a force tonight to get the job done. 1 try and a line break assist for Steve today. He's put his mark on the game just like Laramia. Now from the sideline here, you can hear the Dolphins fans booing. Can he slot this one in? Well done to the kids. Absolute freaks. For the goal. And he scoffed another one to the side, giving Dolphins a little more of a sniff than they had before. And 18-12 will remain the scoreline for now. Josh Hannay not getting too quickly excited about this. He knows there's still a lot of work to be done as they build up for round 1. Not the Tigers, though. Tigers legends. We don't have to worry about Tigers round 1. They've got the bye. Dolphins now. From the middle. Take the kick and the Gold Coast collect. Oh, right into the post there. Could have been a source for problems. Bodie Sharpley thunders into the line there and gets to the 20. Now over to the right here. Gaining another 10 metres there for them. The speed is on their side for now here. Now to the left now. Flipping around here. Couldn't quite squeeze by for a line break. Somerton. All they need to do is keep the pressure up. They've got that good lead now. They just have to maintain it. Somerton. Good news for them, they don't have to do it for too long, though, as this game doesn't have too much time left in it. We've only got 8 minutes to go, legends. 8 minutes to go. And it's a good kick in the air. Gold Coast Titans. The Dolphins, it's not a knock-on this time. They managed to collect it, Dolphins. And over to the right here. You can never have the most guaranteed results in games, but I'd be putting my money on the Titans holding on for now. Dolphins now to the right. Almost around. Wrapped up by the shirt there, and down he goes. Dug into the neck. And now to the right here. Honestly, pretty good run there. He's got hair almost as good as Herbie Farnworth's there, that guy. And Dolphins with a very unexpected play there. That's a long kick. The Gold Coast Titans just barely managed to get it. And running forward there for the Titans. Don't know this one. Number 24. That's right. There's one where I didn't remember. Brenton Byra. There you go. Seen him too much to not remember his name. Steeden over to the left now. And he definitely felt something as he was going down, but he's going to play on anyways. Lucky boy. Now to right. Just 7 minutes to go here. On to 25, 22, 23-ish meters out. 23-ish meters out. 6.5 minutes to go. Kicks short. It bounces. They're letting it bounce a bit much, and it's going to be a goal line dropout. Never let it bounce, legends. Never let it bounce. Never let it bounce. Worst case scenario, hit it out if you can't gather it. But do not let it bounce because that happens. Puts the football in the chase, and the Dolphins will be giving up a chance at a full set and be kicking it to the Titans again here. And if the Titans score another, it is wrapped up, legends. Hate to say it, but I do not see the Dolphins getting more than a try in this game potentially. You know, I just don't see them getting more than a try and maybe a field goal. It's just my opinion, genuinely. Titans over to the right here. Find it for Bodie Sharpley here. Sharpley through the line. He's a big boy, isn't he? Almost over to the 10 there. And the clock goes ticking as Somerton switches up the sides there. And a thunderous run into the legs there of Max Bradbury there as he goes down. And he's going to take a moment to get back up. Really hurt by that one, actually. Short pass here. And he'll roll on his back there, unable to break through the line there for them, the Gold Coast Titans. Would have been a great try if he had got that one, but unfortunately just wasn't meant to be there. Great shot there on Mr. Tamika Simpkins. Look at that. Held up. Over to the left. Titans. If his leg didn't make contact with that player. If only. And it'll be a changeover to the Dolphins now. If only. If he doesn't make contact with that, it's done. It's wrapped up, right? And the Dolphins get him down now. 5 minutes to go, legends. I know we're all tired, but how good is it to be back with rugby league, legends? So good to finally be back with it, to get to be hyped with it all again and all the support. We've got the vlogs, we got the streams, we've got the... Hey, TJC, the neutralizer. Hey, love the Dr. Doom profile pic, man. Long time no see. Will you be streaming Storm vs. Raiders tomorrow? Yeah, should be, legend. Absolutely. Storm vs. Raiders will be streamed tomorrow. Don't worry about that, all right? You're pretty little noggin. We'll be doing that, where I think the Raiders will be giving the Storm a flogging personally based on the teams named. But who knows? Again, juniors. They put up more of a fight than people think usually. That's a good long kick there over to the 20 here where the Titans will get to run it here. They'll keep running it till they run out of road. Alan Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon finds Byra. Byra finds Laramia. And he's held on the 40 there. Now back to the right here. Just forcing with speed there. It's Fitzgibbon there. Fitzgibbon held up by Elijah. Elijah making another tackle here. It's the lock there for the Titans, just taking the hit there, Mr. Number 18. Round to the left then. And with speed here, they keep moving. Remember, Legends, if you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button and subscribe. Bodie sharply again here, down the middle here, almost to the 20. One more tackle left. 64 meters gained for the win. For the win. They may have already won, but for the proper win here, the Gold Coast Titans, they keep offloading. Soberton now. Soberton. Because I tipped Titans. I tipped the Dolphins, Legend, and I'm not sorry about it, but this is huge. Fitzgibbon and Dolphins. Oh, one-on-one strip. One-on-one strip, full set. Yeah, one full strip for the Titans. Oh, my God. That is terrible. And the Titans board now. The chances that the Dolphins drop this is low. Let's go Cooper Bye from the PNG. Honestly, I'm not even from PNG, and I love bloody Cooper Bye. He's amazing. He's amazing. I will praise him with you guys to the end of the earths. Now to the right here. Zane Harrison here. And they're just looking to play out the clock, it seems. 2 minutes to go now, Legends. They go to the left here. And there we go. That's the winner. Curtis Moran for the Titans. The former Bulldog. He doesn't bag many tries. But there we go. The Gold Coast Titans have officially bested the Dolphins. Probably 24-12 in a second if they don't hit the post. And what they'll do now is try to close the game out. That is the winner. Sure enough about it. And it was almost too easy for Curtis Moran. The Dolphins unable to keep themselves in the game for the dying minute or two. 2 minutes counts as dying minutes, right, Legends? Yeah, technically it does. Yeah. It counts. It counts as far as TJC is concerned. As far as he cares. Goodness me. And, mate, Curtis Moran, he's got a third of the tries he had at the Dogs in his first game for the Titans. I'm screaming like the fan in the crowd that I can hear right now. And they slot that one in. Too easy for them. Who would have guessed? Not me, who literally said they would. And apparently already had it at 24 because he assumed they'd get it. TJC making accidental assumptions, it seems. And Josh Hannay, he'll be glad about the win, but he also knows it's early days, preseason and all. They got to put up these performances against these kind of teams in round one when it comes about. They've also got the other preseason game where they'll be playing the Storm. If the Storm name any senior players in that, it might be a bit tough for them, but it is what it is. You've got to be ready for anyone that you come against, right? And the Titans will be probably heavily focusing on just getting that fitness up for when they take on the Sharks in round one at the Shire. Will they be able to best them? Only time will tell. Personally, for me, that might be my upset of the round. No, that won't be my upset of round one because Para will beat Storm, but it'll be the other upset, most definitely, potentially, that Titans could beat the Sharkies. Yeah. New manager, new coach bounce, it's a thing. It exists. I know sometimes teams take a bit to learn. Maybe Sharks win one. I might still tip the Sharks. We'll see, but I do think that the Titans will actually give Sharks a game in that one, personally. Just 20 seconds till we're wrapped up of this game, Legends, and wrapped up with our first stream of the year. What a stream it has been. Tino Pasuama in the crowd. Good to see him staying loyal to the Titans. As cool as it would have been to see him in new colours. I'd much rather him stay at the Titans than go back to the Storm, I'll tell you that. Been a rough off-season for Storm, right? I mean, first you got Cooper Bye, saying no, Tino, no. And then they've got the whole Lomax case, and it's just been a mess for them. Anyways, Legends, 2-1, 12-24. The game is wrapped up. The Gold Coast Titans in our opening to week 2 of the preseason challenge have bested the Dolphins. And what a game it was from them. If you enjoyed the stream, consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you all for the streams tomorrow. Let's go. Thanks for watching. See ya all later. And you very soon.